Greetings, beautiful people. It's your girl, yo. Hey, come on in here, y'all. Come on. I'm not gonna hold you long. I'm not gonna hold you long. Come on in here and holler at me for a minute. Come on, holler at your thoughts for a minute. I don't know how I got this little circle on this jigamabob, but it's kind of cool in a way. Y'all come on in here. Let me see. I'm gonna wait for y'all to come on in here, and we're gonna chit chat for a little bit. We're gonna chit chat for a little bit. Listen, I'm a little bit late because my pooches they just got through having their dinner and stuff, and they kind of cranky because their papa is looking after them. Hey, Oliver Green, thank you. I'm glad you came. Listen, I got a real heavy live stream. What's up, James? What's going on? Look, I know I've been missing in action, but I know what's going on. I mean, I hear all the noise. Woo, Jesus! But look, we're gonna get into some stuff. The name of this live stream is called Boss Up. I'm gonna let y'all come on in here. What's going on, Cutting Edge? How you doing, baby? Look, y'all, I'm not gonna hold you long because I know that other people gonna go live and stuff like that. But look, for my members, I told y'all, I said that once the first 10 members that we're gonna get together. And so I have the first 10 members and then some. And I appreciate everybody subbing up or subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate all of that. But we're gonna get together. Hey Kim, what's going on? We're gonna get together where we are gonna have a private chit chat. And I'm gonna be talking about some deep stuff with my first 10 members, okay? It's gonna be a private conversation with us. So look, all right, y'all listen. First, I want to know, y'all tell me this. When I finish this live stream, or when I get close to the end of it, I'm going to ask you guys a question. What's up, Miss Lethal? Hey, Sean, what's going on? Y'all, can y'all hear my dogs making noise in the background? Let me know if y'all can. So look, um, yeah, I know a lot of stuff been going on and stuff like that. A whole lot of nigga noise. But look, y'all, I told you I don't shoot subliminals. I said if I'm talking about a person, I call that name. And this live stream ain't got nothing to do with that person. Check. I'm trying to tell you. When I dismiss somebody, it's just that. Now, moving right along. The name of the title is called Boss Up, right? It's called Boss Up. Now, I'm going to ask y'all later on in the live stream, who are you? Are you a boss or are you an employee? That's what I want to know. Okay? So what's up, Julia? How you doing, baby? Come on in, y'all. Keep on coming in. I'm trying to wait till some of y'all come in. What's up, Angie? How you doing? Yo, thoughts, can you see my messages? Yeah, I can see your message. You talking about on here? Or did you call me or something like that? What's up, Black Queen? Hey, what's going on, Shirley? Look, so look, I'm not gonna hold y'all up. I'm just gonna say hey to y'all later. But hey everybody coming in. Let's jump into this live stream. And can I take my time with it so y'all can really get what I'm talking about? I'm gonna take my time with this. And some of y'all gonna be thinking that I'm talking about you. And if it is, okay, cool. If you ever went to church and a preacher says something, you be like, damn, that message is for me. Well, and then it's for you. All right. But the spirit moved me to talk about this thing. And the name of this thing once more, hey Pink Pink, is called Boss Up. Let's go. Okay, let's talk about the characteristics of a boss. Okay, so I wrote some notes so I won't forget what I'm going to say because I've been studying, I've been thinking on this thing. Okay, so a boss, one thing about a boss is they're confident. They're very confident people. And sometimes they may seem arrogant, or self assured, right? One thing about a boss is they know what they want, right? And they will do anything to get what they want. They're focused on what they want, right? That's what a boss is. And a boss tell the employees what to do. Am I right or wrong? I just want to know. Ain't that what a boss do? A boss handle their business. Tell you something else. A boss, when they go home at night, they don't worry about no job. They don't worry about what's going on or how the company gonna run and all that kind of stuff. Why? They have people in place that they hired to take care of all that little small shit. You understand? That's what the boss do, right? But let's talk about the employee. What do the employee do? The employee, first thing they do is they worry about everything. They don't think about nothing but going to work, get that paycheck. They think about climbing the ladder a little bit, at the job. Say they want to get a raise or they try to get another position. They look at that, that's their dream. It's to get another position in somebody else's company. That's what they do. What else do an employee do? Employee takes a brick and put it, their hard work and sweat, and put it into the boss's building, the boss's dream. Oh, they work their ass off, putting it in the boss's dream. right? And they just be satisfied with them little paychecks and them little bonuses and them little tips. They satisfied with that, right? And guess what the boss do? He think about, or she think about expanding our business, getting multiple companies, multiple corporations, not just no one building. And they hire people like that don't mind sweating and working hard for their little 2 cent and putting a brick in their building, right? Now, the employees, they think they slick because when a boss come around or any job, a boss coming through, everybody get quiet, get to whispering. And then when the boss come and greet you, oh, you like, yes, sir, or yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 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 everything is good over here. But don't you know that the boss already saw you and already know that you're a bunch of bullshit? Because bosses go by numbers and how much that money is coming in, how that money running, right? Bosses also hear whispers because you got other employees telling on other employees to the boss thinking they're gonna get a raise, right? And don't forget, when you get a job as an employee, before a boss hire you, a boss like me, hire you, we're gonna run your background check. We're gonna know everything about you before you come into the corporation that I'm building. Why? That's my legacy. That's my you representing what I'm doing over here. So I'm gonna make sure I know everything about you. You did? Before you come for me or try to destroy what I build up. So you see the difference between the employee and the boss? Okay, let's move right along. I have to laugh at this right here because me telling you this, think about this. Think about this. If you think about real life and what's going on all around you, that's what's happening. You have bosses and you have employees. Think about bosses. Bosses usually hang around people that's like minded, right? They don't hang around people that they don't fit with. They also hang around people that have a little bit more than they have, or can help them get where they want to go, to help them grow in their business or company or corporation, right? They don't hang around the little people. The little people can only bring them water and coffee. You understand what I'm saying? They don't even hang around them. They respect them by saying, hey, but I mean, really, they really don't respect them in a way. Y'all know as employees working in companies, how the bosses treat you. They don't care whether you have to come to work in the rain, sleet, or snow. They don't care how you get here. Just get here while I sit at home and do what I want to do, or go to the country club, or spend time with my husband, or whatever I want to do. You get there. That's what I pay you for. You did? So I want to know, are you a boss or are you an employee? Do you do what other people tell you to do for tips and wages and possible bonus? Or are you in charge of your own business or corporation? Are you building your own bricks? You got other people putting bricks in your building, or are you doing it for them? See, and let's talk about these employees. Hey, thumbnail lady, how you doing, baby? Thanks for stopping through. Let's talk about these employees. A lot of employees try to tear down the boss's company because they're jealous of them, right? So instead of them putting bricks in the building, they put stones there when the boss told them they want the building to be built on a solid foundation. They're going to put little rocks and gravel in there when the boss ain't looking, right? Because they're jealous of the boss and they wish they had what the boss have. But you can't be the boss. You can't be the boss because you have a employee mentality. You'll never be a boss with employee mentality. You got to know that you're a boss. So until you know you're a boss, you're going to always be an employee, which means a boss can fire you. They can dismiss you. They can do all these things because you're still an employee. You have to know how to be a boss. Move right along. Y'all got that? Y'all like that? Y'all like that? Listen. So when this is so funny, y'all. Because I be thinking about stuff, and I mean, it's easy for me to come up with some things because I'm a deep thinker, and I look at real life, and I can look at real life and turn it into a beautiful thing because that's the way I see things, right? And I see we have a whole lot of employees on here working for somebody else, doing for other people, and ain't even being a boss themselves, you know? So they're gonna have to wait for a service package, you know what I'm saying? And when they get fired, they're gonna be worrying about how to feed their families, right? Because their paycheck getting cut off. All that kind of crazy stuff. But let's get a little deeper. Hopefully you ready for this. What is a boss for real? If that wasn't enough, I broke it down so you can understand it in the terminology that I just gave it to you. But the reason why I know I'm a boss, and let me tell you something before I start bragging on me being a boss, because I told you sometimes we're arrogant. Bosses are, right? Since I'm a boss, let me break it down to you. Now, the reason why I'm a boss is because everything I touch turns to gold. I used to be an employee. It took me a long time to realize that I was a boss. See, the foundation that I'm built on is not a brick building. It's in here. It's in here. That's my foundation. You dig? See, on the outside, when you have a brick building, you can take these cranes and break them down and tear them down. I don't care how beautiful your brick building is or your corporation is, boss. But if you ain't the type of boss that I am, you're not a boss. See, a boss like me can see things and it don't bother them. They can see that they're employees and they don't know that they're bosses. But when you're a boss like me, like I said, in here, everything you touch turn to gold. You'll never be broke. Ever. You see? So I want you guys to get out that employee mentality. And you see, just like I told you before, bosses don't hang around employees. We won't have lunch together. And in real life, when I was a boss, I didn't hang around my employees. See? And another thing, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a book by its cover. You don't know people in real life. You really don't. You really don't. And then another thing, if anybody try to get in my mind as a boss, it'll run them crazy. It'll simply run them crazy. I told y'all before about my grandfather. He told me as a little girl, about 7, 8 years old, because I always ask, why this, granddaddy, why this? He said, if I take my head off my shoulder and put it on yours, it'll run you crazy. Now, as a grown woman and as a boss, I understand him. Yeah, I think I saw something flash through here. Let's see what I saw. I got a little color in the screen. Thank you very much. Let's read with. Let me just take a little pause and read this. Thank you, CC. Blessings to you, baby. I appreciate that. Thank you for that super chat. Yeah. So I just want, and another reason why I'm doing this is I want all of you young people out here because I know I'm an old lady. I'm 62 years old, and I know I can teach you something. If you know you're a boss, walk like it, talk like it, know that you're a boss, inside and out. Hang with the people that can show you something, teach you something. Don't waddle down with the people, the employees. Don't be around the cooler at work. Everybody around that little cooler in the morning, talking about what happened on the job the day before yesterday, talking about what she wearing or what he wearing, talk about that private business and house, in that personal life. And don't nobody like nobody on the job. But when their boss come, they straighten up and they act like they love and roll out the red carpet. Why? Because they threaten, thinking that they'll get fired by the boss. But the boss see them, and the boss know how desperate they are for their jobs. So what the boss do? A boss like me have mercy on people like that till I get tired of them. Then I fire them, okay, or dismiss them. So now I'm gonna read some of y'all's because I told y'all what I wanted to tell you. But before I read y'all chat right here, let me tell y'all this: you ain't always got to be an employee. You don't always have to be an employee. You understand that? That's not your life. That's not who you are. Build your foundation within your body, your mind, your soul. Know who you are. Know who you are. Know the powers that you have within you. I mean, just know that. And once you know that, everything else will fall into place for you. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. And I told y'all before, we have the same creator. We have the same creator. Some of y'all just look at it as a different thing, like something that's I don't know, elusive or whatever that you can, it's unreachable, untouchable, not knowing that it's in you. And just think about this: if your mom and dad had you, two people, two bloodlines, mom and dad. and they had you and you, baby. You mean to tell me you don't have none of your mama's or daddy's characteristics? Where they go? They in you. And if the creator created you, or the most high power, the most high God, whatever you want to know, or whatever you want to call them, created you, you mean to tell me you don't know you have that in you? Wake up, employee. Become a boss. Become your boss. That's what you need to do. Just an advice. Yeah. So then you'll know how to move. Okay, let me read this now. Let me read some of y'all. Y'all is really typing up in this thing. Okay. Hey, baby. Hey, how you doing? Lovely Cherokee. Hey, since I catch the replay, just one. Okay, yeah, thank you, baby. I appreciate you tapping in. Yeah, I thank everybody for coming here and being here. And like I said, I'm not gonna hold you, and not at all. Real game from Miss Yo Thoughts. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Been there, done that. Understand who I am. Know who I am. Know my powers. See, and this another thing. When you go on your job, I'm a boss. You an employee, right? If you don't know that you're a boss, what can your boss tell you to do? They tell you what time to move. They tell you what time to come to work. They tell you when you can eat, what's time to get off, how much time you can spend with your family. They tell you all of that. They move your whole entire life. Some people retire, and after they retire, excuse me, they don't even live long enough to get that little check or that so-called pension. They control your whole life. A boss can control your whole life, employee. You see? So you tell me you want to stay an employee? You better dig deep and know you're a boss. You dig? Okay, now, I would never hang around supervisors. Never have, never will. Yeah, I heard SEC, but most of them don't want you around them anyway. And if you do come around, they're just going to smile at you, but they're not going to tell you what their business plan is for you, right? And again, employees have to do what they tell them to do. Rain, sleet, or snow, an employee must go, whether they like it or not. You dig? But when you're your boss, you don't have to go. You don't have to go. What do I mean by that? Now everybody have to work right now, and employees at a point they have to work, get that stuff together. Because just like babies, when they're born and they start to walking, they have to know they start learning stuff. They start learning who they are, their little bodies is and how that function is. So just like a baby, employees have to walk first. But once you start to walking and know that you can run and know that you have the power to be your own boss, I'm talking about and be able to be in control of your own life, you'll never crawl again. And can't nobody make you crawl. Can't nobody make you ashamed of who you are or down talk you or nothing like that. Can't nobody move you. You dig? That's my point. Don't let nothing move you, you little young whippersnappers. Nothing. Nothing. All right? Okay. We were born bosses. Daggone right. Hey, you better know it. Yeah. And y'all speak life into them children too. I want y'all to speak life into these babies. Don't be telling them to nobody that they nobody and they got to work all their life for somebody else and all this and all of that. Don't be telling them children that stuff. Because what the mom and daddy tell them, they're gonna believe it. Because you that God, you the first God. They're gonna believe everything you say. Teach them children after you find out, first of all, how to know who you are and how to walk as a boss and talk as a boss. And don't let nobody shame you into being who you're supposed to be. Because again, oh, and that's another thing. You see these employees on the job? Yeah, they be all in your corner when you to complain on the job about how the boss got the job. He got these new rules and regulations in place, and they got the little employees talking to each other, and they complaining and all this stuff, and they all mumbling jumbling. But that one person in that little group that's telling all talking and like, yeah, child, they got us working all this overtime and we ain't getting paid for it, and other companies are working and they laying us off and da da da. They doing all of that, but in that little group. It's a whole bunch of them going back and telling the big boy or the big woman, the boss, what you said. That's how it is on these YouTube streets. All that stuff that I'm talking about is on the YouTube streets and in your real life. Understand that. Don't let nobody try to instigate to you when to move either. See, if you have a strong foundation and you're a boss, I don't care who says what, who struck John. They can eat shit and bog at the moon. But your moves when you want to move. Slow and easy. That's just it. Do y'all understand that? I hope y'all understand it. Yeah. Okay. Yes, thank you so much, everybody, for super chatting. I appreciate all of that. Y'all just go ahead and become members, and I'm gonna let y'all know what's up. What you said? That is my Laverne dropping it like it's hot. Right, that's right. And you can make something move when you get good and ready to make something move. But I just want to know, y'all tell me now, are y'all bosses? Y'all bosses or y'all employees? Now, if you're employee, it's okay. It's okay. It's gonna take you some time. Go hang out with your thoughts. I'll teach you how to be a boss. I don't mind training you. All right, y'all. Look, I'm gonna get out of here so somebody else can go live and do what they do. And yeah, and I'm gonna move like a boss right on in that little easy chair with the legs kicked up. You know how you put your feet back with the remote control like that and have your little pooches on each side and the husband over there feeding you some grapes, some shit like that. Yeah, baby girl still at work. Son don't even live here. Mm-hmm. Happy Friday, y'all. Y'all have a good night, everybody. I'll see y'all the next time. Peace. Let's go. Let's go.